Hey there, and welcome to another question and answer session here on the blog. Each week, I answer your questions. Now, I recently posted about taking the opportunity to step back from a task in your relationship, whether it's something like the groceries, making the meal plan, planning out clothes for baby, whatever it might be in your relationship. Stepping back and letting your partner do it and building up their confidence by saying, I trust that you've got this. And then the key piece here was about not criticizing the outcome of your partner stepping in. I had several questions from women wondering, just how do I do this? And it's a common theme that I see from women in my office and from the couples as well, that one partner will want to fix or problem solve for their partner. And while this is well intentioned, what tends to happen over time is that we get overwhelmed with all of the tasks. And then we start to get angry and frustrated. And over time, we start to build resentment. And this is a tricky place to get into in our relationships. So it is not possible for you as one single person to do all of the things in the relationship, for the family, for the household. And we must first start from a place of acknowledging that's a lot to do. And it's okay if you need to be able to step back from things. So I have 4 A's to help you work through how you might be able to do this. Now, the first A is to acknowledge. Acknowledge, when do you take over? When does this kind of need to problem solve or to fix for your partner come up? Or when is it that you become the taskmaster, where you are directing how things go or you're taking over tasks? Bringing awareness to what some of those triggers are for you is really important. Without the awareness, we don't know what we're working to change. So for example, is it about the grocery list? Is it about the household tasks? Whatever it is, bring awareness to when that comes up. Or if you see your partner struggling and you jump in there to fix it with them, just notice what it is that comes up for you. Now, my second A is acknowledge. And I want you to acknowledge what is really important to you. And let's take the example of dressing the children. You know, I've heard from many women that they'll lay the clothes out, they'll pack the extra clothes in the diaper bag so that they can make sure their partner has that all out there. Your partner is just as competent as you are to get the child dressed. And the question is, how important is it on a scale of 0 to 10? Ask yourself this: 0 being not at all important, 10 being the most important thing in your relationship and as you as a family. How important is what the child wears each day? Now, I understand that there are certain circumstances and events, family photos, that you might choose to have more control over that. But where's the wiggle room here? And if something is not as important each day, so perhaps it's on a scale, a 2, maybe this is something that you can let go of. So you being able to acknowledge what is really important to me. What is it that I'm not willing to let go of? What is something that I need to be there for? And I also like to say, slice it thinner. If there is something that is really big that you want to take over and have this piece that is for you to do, then find somewhere to slice it thinner that can be yours and something that you are willing to let go of. Now, my third A is to ask. Ask your partner to engage in this with you. So the first 2 A's are really about an internal piece for you. That's the within work that we all must do in our relationships. This A, the third A, ask, is about you and your partner in the relationship, and it's more considered a between, working within the relationship. Ask your partner to take something over. It might be, hey, can you do the groceries this week? And if they ask you to help to solve that, well, what would you like to eat? Go ahead and just allow yourself to step back and say, you go ahead and make that list, and I've got you here. And make sure that you let your partner know that you're trusting them and that you are helping to build their confidence by doing this. Now, here's the key though, is that when they come back, you want to make sure that you are not criticizing what they brought back into the house, what outfit they chose. Instead, you want to shift into my fourth A, which is appreciation. We lose this sense of appreciation in our relationship with all of the stresses and demands that go on. And it is a key and foundational piece to all healthy relationships, is to demonstrate appreciation towards what our partner is doing. Now, here's the thing. I often get a little bit of pushback on this because women will say to me, I can't show appreciation to them. They won't show appreciation to me. They barely acknowledge all of the things that I do. And I want to acknowledge first with you, I get it. I see it. I know that that is really challenging when your partner doesn't acknowledge all of the things that you are doing. My next question to you is, how do you want to show up in your relationship? What are the small choices that you can do to help shift just a little bit in your relationship? Because one of the things I always talk about is that as one person changes, the other person will start to change over time. And the next question I want to ask you is, what do you hope to demonstrate if you happen to have children? But what do you want to demonstrate to your children about relationships? And showing that appreciation is something that you can control. Now, I'm not asking you to get out the gold star chart and to praise them and buy them gifts for all the things that your partner is doing, but I am saying find a small piece that can start to feel okay, even when things are feeling difficult between you two, to start to make that shift. I am so glad you joined me here for another question and answer session. Now, if you have a question, reach out to me. I love hearing from this community that we are building together, because I know that relationships are hard and that your time is valuable, and sometimes your relationship gets to the bottom of your list and it is the last thing that is being nurtured. So if you have a question, reach out to me and I can't wait to hear from you. Remember, the information in this video is for educational purposes only and does not substitute for the care from a licensed mental health provider.